Relational database schemas, we're going to be in our application-based constraints section. So with our relational database schemas, we have a relational database schema and a relational database state. A relational database schema S is a set of relational schemas. We've gone over this previously, but this is just going more in depth. So if we have like a set, we're going to have some relationships inside of here that's going to be all inside of here, and a set of integrity constraints of our IC. The schema only constraints abstraction, so we have no details on particular tuples. If we want details on the particular tuples, we need a relational database state. So the schema is abstraction, constraints abstraction, and then the database state is where we have more information. So the DB of our S is a set of relation states. So it looks like this. Notice how the R's are lowercase, such that our Ri is a state of our big Ri, and Ri, little ri, satisfies the IC. The state is at the tuple level. So this is an example of a relational database schema, the first one we have here. We can see that we have our sets, so like employee, department, department location, project, works on, independent, and then we have our relation. So we have fname, MINIT, last name, so middle initial, last name, social security number, date of birth, and so on. And these are very similar to each of the different departments, projects, or works on. It only shows the key constraint here. Now, if we go down to an example of relational database state, it looks something more like this. Now, these are actually detailed. We can see the abstractions, we can see the abstractions removed. We have our elements inside of here, and then underneath them are our tuples with the information that we need if we want to look more in depth. Notice how we still have employee, department location, department, works on, and project. We're just able to show the different departments inside of here, the different employees, the different locations, the different projects, and the different works on. Now, we do have a lot of information here. It's one possible database state for the company schema. And if we look at an example, like we can see a lot of information here. We have our super SSN and we have our SSN. Now, the super SSN is a super key relating to our SSN. So that means if we take a look at this key right here, it's 333445555. It's pretty hard to see, but you can see the super SSN is an employee supervisor. So we can see that Franklin, their social security number, is the same as the super SSN for John. So that means Franklin is John's supervisor. And we can just keep going down the line and finding more. Now, this person last year at the end, think like Jonas, he has a super SSN of null. This means he is the top boss. There's no one above him. And we have these relations throughout here that we can conclude from this. And that's going to be it for the examples for this section, where we've looked at relational database schema and relational database state with the examples. Pretty good one. And next we're going to look at our valid, invalid states, updated operations on relations, and then we're going to do a little bit more to finish off this section.